Hello, Transformers fans. This is Vector Prime coming to you today with a video review of the new Transformers Age of Extinction Bumblebee. Now, before I begin the review, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I have been collecting Transformers for about ever since the first new Transformers movie came out in 2007. Ever since then, I've been obsessed with Transformers. My like for them has kind of been on a up and down scales, but right now it's up. And one of the things I've really always wanted to do is give a review for a figure. And the reason why my name is Vector Prime is because Vector Prime is one of the original 13 primes, and he is the prime of space and time. And the reason why I chose him is because he goes through time just like I will go through time. I will sometimes do more recent figures like this one, and other times I will do older figures such as maybe some older Transformer Prime figures. But today we're going to be looking at the new Transformers Bumblebee. Really great figure just from this view. It is a fantastic looking figure. He looks very, very movie accurate. By the way, if you haven't seen the new Transformers Age of Extinction movie, I would totally recommend going to it. It is a fantastic movie. Bumblebee is actually pretty funny in the movie. So, as far as this figure goes, he has articulation in the head. His head can go like this. It can't go all the way around. It is a kind of a ball joint. It can go like this, or like this. So you really only have like 3 positions on it, which isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, it kind of limits the mobility of it, but hey, it doesn't hurt the figure very much. One of the things I really, really like is his legs. And the reason is because in the first movie one, if you guys hang on for just a second, I will go get my movie one. One moment, please. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm about to show you is I'm about to show you the 2007 version Cliff Jumper, but the Bumblebee figure looks exactly like him. There's no difference. Well, there's a little bit of paint difference, but for the most part, they are the same. Alright, let me see if I can stand him up. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, so, as you can see, this figure is actually much taller than this one. Definitely. This figure is much taller. Oh, whoa, he's actually holding pretty well. But regardless of that, this figure looks fantastic. And let me get back to the legs. So, with this leg, the whole movement goes like this. It all moves together in one motion. So, I don't know if you can clearly see this, but if I pull this, the entire thing moves with it, which is kind of cool, except I got the Bumblebee version of it, but I'm not going to pull him out because his leg doesn't transform very well, which really, really stinks. So, whoa, goodness, I'll take this figure out. With this figure, though, it's not. You have to do just 2 simple steps to transform him and everything. That is one of my favorite parts about this Bumblebee figure. So see, it's not one step. This is one step right here, and this is another step. So that way there's no risk in breaking it, which is really nice. As terms of his arms moving, his arms do move. They move up and down, up and down. They move out and in. Now, they are on these really, really tight joints right here, which is actually very, very nice. They're really, really tight. Really, really tight. I'm trying to experiment with the light here. I'll try to make sure you guys get enough light. Okay, his arms do move like this. He has no wrist articulation, which isn't too bad for a deluxe figure always. It is. I am glad they gave him the arm one, because if he did, then that would just be really sad. Okay, now, and on both arms, as far as his legs go, They can move up and down, side to side. You gotta be careful with this piece though. Like you can't go. Well, I guess you can on that, but you can't. But this piece right here and this piece right here, you gotta make sure his leg is bent backwards from that, so that way there's no coverage. Or let me show you on this one. If this piece hits this piece, it won't go all the way back. I'll show you that. See, it won't go all the way back. But if you do it like this, then you can do that. And you can make him doing like a karate pose or something like that. Overall, though, from what I saw in the movie, he looks very, very awesome. Very movie accurate. He doesn't have that much of a backpack. Maybe, if you're a big critique on it, maybe a little bit of it, but not that much. Not really. Not to where it looks bad. Let's say that. My one complaint, though, is with the arms. This piece right here that I'm pointing at, prevents the arms from moving out like this. So, but it's not firm enough. So the arms do, most of the time, tend to... Yeah, there, let me rearrange this figure so you can see it. So, see, it prevents it, but it pops out really easily. Oh, let me show that again. So, see, it stops it, but then when you do this, then it goes out. That is my only really major complaint of him in robot mode. But other than that, I don't have very many other complaints. I think my only other complaint, though, is his gun. I do not like the gun they gave him. Only because it's really, really, really small. And I really don't like that. As comparison to, let me see if I can get it real quick, his G1 gun, which is ginormous. Not only that, but his gun could also, let's see if I can get it for you guys, it can also turn into a sword too. So, I'm a little disappointed that that's all we get for Deluxe Class Bumblebee. And usually, as the movies go on, you should get a better figure. But, other than that, I'm not that disappointed with this figure. I think he looks great. He's definitely worth your money. Now, another thing I'll mention is that the Deluxe figures are a bit more expensive than they were. Last I checked, Transformer Prime figures, I think were like, I want to say maybe $12, $13, maybe $15. So I think it was more around 12 and 13. These figures, though, are $17, which is kind of like, really? $17 for a Deluxe figure? Really? I don't know why they're charging us more, but oh well, we'll just have to live with them. Okay, so now let's get into the transformation. For all you guys who are brand new Transformer fans and are not all that too comfortable transforming and not transforming yet, don't panic. This figure is very easy to transform. So, let's start off with the legs. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get his legs pretty much straight. Then, as I showed before, you're going to bring his leg up. Let me start right here. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull his foot back right here. Bring it up here, bring this piece down, and push this in just like that. Do the same thing, bring foot down, bring foot piece up, bring this back piece down, just like that. Alright? And then you're going to connect them. Come on. Oh dear me, this is not going to connect. Why? Connect! Okay, there we go. Excellent. Now, the next step, what you want to do, is right here in the chest, right here, you're going to pull both those pieces. Actually, I'll use my other hand, so that way the light doesn't get out here. Alright, you're going to pull that, and the other thing you want to do is you want to get the trunk out like this. Just like that. Alright. Now, what's going to happen... Oh, yes, this is what you do next. I'm sorry. Bear with me, guys. This is my very first review, so I'm trying to learn how best to do this. Okay, so now what you're going to do is after you've pulled this out, you don't have... And you... I don't think you have to strain this out quite yet, so don't worry about that quite yet. You're going to pull this up just like this. Now, here's what you're going to do. So, you're going to take this like this. You're going to pull the back part of the car like this. And what his legs are going to do, the legs, you're going to make them look like this. They're going to make them bend down just like that. Alright, just like that. Keep them like that for there. Alright, now, with the arms, you're going to take them. Let's see here. Okay, first of all, let's first do this. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm learning how best to tell you. The two front pieces of the car that were his chest, you want to snap those together. Okay? And I think with the roof, yeah, let's take care of the roof. The roof, oh dear, this whole thing is coming apart. Ah! Okay. Bear with me, guys. This is my very first review, so I'll try to do it as best I can. This review may be, may not be the best one I do. However, I will continue to improve. Ah, okay, I see. So what you want to do is you want to bring it all the way back. There we go. And you're going to pull all the way back till you hear that snap. All right, now you're going to take the windshield, and you see here, there are two holes right here. That's where these two pieces go. They go right into those two holes. Alright, just like that. Now, you can fold these two engine pieces down, just like that. Now, here's what you do with the arms. I find it kind of funny that they leave his head out right there, because just like in the first Bumblebee we got, his head was out too, which was kind of funny, but oh well. So now what you want to do is you want to pull the arms in, bring them down, and you want the gun like this. And this is one of my favorite parts, or my favorite things about the figure. So you want to straighten out the arm, pull it in, and then this arm piece is going to move facing in. You want the yellow facing in towards Bumblebee's head. And right here, there's some slots in here. Let me see if I can get some light on that. There we go. So right in here, there's a slot where this gun can fit. And on the arm, let me see if I can get the arm. Yeah, that piece right there is going to hook to the other piece that's sticking out from the gun. So the entire gun is going to be hidden in the figure itself, which is something we don't always get. So the next step you're going to do is you're going to push these two pieces in. Oh, come now. Why are you not going in? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so if it's giving you trouble, you just got to pull the front piece out a little bit, then push them in, then push the entire thing in, and then it will work much, much better. Alright. There we go. We are back in business. Okay. And just get straightened out to your liking. And the doors. So, the doors, let me take a look right here. Alright. There is a piece right here. Right there. And if you push it, and there's a piece right... Let's see if I can show it to you. Right there. Yeah, right there. And the piece connects into here, so that way the doors don't flop open and close. They're much firmer than the ones in the first Bumblebee that we got. Make sure the engine is pulled up all the way, so that way you get that nice look. Alright. And then just make sure everything's tight, give it that final push touch. Now, I've noticed with the different cars, and I'll mention this when I do a review for Crosshairs, that the car door... how could I say it? The car door and the things that form it tend to be a little bit tight and strong. So you just gotta be careful about that. So there you go. There is the new Transformers Age of Extinction Bumblebee in his Muscle Camaro mode. Now, in the movie, he does have two modes. His first one is the Muscle Camaro mode. The second one is I believe it's the new 2014 Camaro mode, I want to say. And they both look great. He's got a nice Autobot logo right there. Let me see. Does he have it on the other side? He does. Now, I didn't show this, but the unfortunate thing... Oh, dear. Let's straighten that up. There we go. The unfortunate thing about him is that it doesn't show in... how can I say it? In the... robot mode. Robot mode. It does not show for whatever reason, which is kind of unfortunate. But overall, though, it still is a fantastic figure. I mean, he looks really good in both modes. So, alright. So, today was my first review, and there's not much you can say, much more to say. I mean, he does roll very nicely. He rolls very well. And his feet stay up very well, too. I mean, I'm sure there were some technical issues with the legs and everything. So, let's see. Who can I size compares him with? Ah, I have a perfect guy right here. If you will please wait one moment. Aha. So, this is the new Transformers. Or not new, I should say. The Transformers Fall of Cybertron Swindle that I'm about to show you after I get him situated. Here we go. I currently had him combined into Bruticus. So there he is, combined right next to Bumblebee. And Bumblebee actually scales very nicely. Oh, goodness. Let's see if I can... Okay, I suppose that looks a little better, but oh well. Okay, so anyway, he scales fairly nicely. He doesn't look terribly out of whack. He actually looks really, really good, and I really, really would recommend him. He is a fantastic toy for all you new Transformer fans. The transformation is very, very simple, not that challenging. And the missile, the extension that was coming out of his gun also holds him very well. Normally in my reviews, I will not be doing missiles. And will because they're just so annoying in my opinion. So, anyway, there we have it. The new Deluxe Class Transformers Age of Extinction Bumblebee in his Camaro muscle mode. So, until next time, guys, I will see you all later. And this is Vector Prime saying over and out.